Da-da-da-da. Wait.
Repeat it.
Oh, yeah. Da-da-da-da. I couldn't see the calendar. Da-da-da-da. I was trying to do the freaking, what's that called?
Price is
Price is
Right.
Right. Yeah. Da-da-da-da.
Oh, we got someone joining
Da-da-da-da. It
us.
could be just no one. Oh, there they go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They still do that show? They still have that theme, I wonder? I don't watch
They
TV.
still do the prices right.
I
I
don't
just don't
watch
know who's
TV at
doing
all.
it.
I imagine that Bob guy's long dead.
I don't know if Bob Barker's still doing it or not.
He's probably dead. He was old in the 80s. Okay, well, that's like a minute of intro. Hello, welcome to Nate and Beth show. An impromptu, not as impromptu as the last one. This is the second Nate and Beth show, isn't it?
This is the second Nate and Beth show.
I didn't look to make sure, but it might have been. It might be like 4 weeks from the last one to the day. We're not 100% sure. We didn't look, but it very well might be. So it's kind of it's not as impromptu because we let people know an hour in advance if they're subscribed to the show that this was going to be happening. So we'll see if anyone shows up. Apparently, maybe not so much so far. While we're waiting for people to show up, we can discuss, me and Beth. I'm Nate. And
I guess I'm Beth.
She's Beth. We've been known to watch movies, winter, cold months, warm months past the time. And while we're waiting for people to show up to start talking, oh, looks like Iron Rooster's already here. Welcome.
Hello, Iron Rooster. Thanks for showing up.
Thanks for showing up to the second impromptu Nate and Beth show.
Can you hear me? Am I talking loud enough?
I think so. We did a test, and even with your
softer
mumbles,
voice,
we could hear you. So, as we were saying, Beth just for the first time last night saw
Iron Rooster. Y'all sound good. Thank you. You type good.
Oh, he's from your place of birth.
You from Mississippi?
Yes, he is.
Wow.
Or so he says anyway.
That's
you never know if people are being honest on the worldwide internet, but he says he's from Mississippi, and Beth was.
I was born in Mississippi.
Beth was born in Mississippi.
Yeah, possibly someone else joining us, but like we were saying.
And Beth saw for the very first time.
Oh, cool.
So much for talking about it. You got to read what people say, so people just listening.
Iron Rooster said yes, referring to he is from Mississippi.
Austin's here. He says, I was born in Texas. Okay.
All right. And so you're residing where now?
Austin, yeah, I can't remember where Austin is. Iron Rooster says, I'm from
Tupelo, Mississippi. I was born in Jackson, Mississippi, but I was 2 when we came up to Minnesota, so I don't really know much about Mississippi. I know it's hot, and I know it's beautiful. Austin Wilcox says, I'm in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Yeah,
Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Okay.
And Iron Rooster says Elvis's hometown. Maybe you should read these.
No, I think you're better at it.
Well, I am better at it, but it's easier if you'd read them. I'm going to get flack for that after the show. Okay. So we were trying to say, Beth, don't look at chat for a few seconds. For the very first time last night, saw
The Church
which is 1988. It's written and produced by Dario Argento.
Yeah, we kind of like that.
And directed by, I think, possibly the guy who did Demons. But what did you think about The Church, having seen it for the first time?
Well, having a point of view that's not like yours, it was very interesting to see the dynamic that they used with that.
All right.
I liked it. It had a lot of good graphics.
It didn't have as many kills as I remember.
Not very many kills.
I remember. Kind of had the same structure as Demons. I don't think I've shown Beth Demons, but I think the guy who directed this directed Demons as well.
Okay.
Another Argento produced movie. All right, everyone.
Right.
Well, thanks, Iron Rooster and Austin, for showing up. Feel free to
ask questions.
Start a conversation.
But speaking of conversations, we were talking about where people were from. And it sounds like Iron Rooster is from Elvis's hometown, which is wait. I got to go back to where he's from. Born in Texas.
You got to make sure you're looking at Iron Rooster.
I am looking at Iron Rooster, the one with the I in it. Iron Rooster says that's
he's from Tupelo, Mississippi. Remember? Beth's trying to read the.
Trying to go back and chat to see. So Iron Rooster was born in Tupelo, Mississippi, which is apparently Elvis's hometown, if I'm reading that correctly. Well, that's pretty cool that I was born in the same state as Elvis, who I like to listen to his music.
So Iron Rooster says, in referring to the church, he says that was supposed to be Demons 3, right? Yeah, I don't know anything about that. It's possible. It definitely has the same kind of structure as the first one. I don't remember if I've seen the second one or not. But at any rate, it was kind of fun. People get locked in the church, and there's only one way out. And
well, not necessarily. The girl knows how to get out through a crack in the wall or something.
Yeah, Asia, a very young Asia Argento. Austin says the church is on Tubi. Well, that's cool for anyone who may not have seen the church. I've got this.
Thankfully, we have it on DVD.
Anchor Bay DVD. What's the date on it? 2002. I got for $3 on a DVD clearance.
Not a big fan of Tubi TV, but it's cool when you don't want to pay for something and you don't mind a few interruptions.
Iron Rooster says, I have the Blue Underground DVD of the church. Haven't watched yet. Yeah, me and Beth would say that the church is definitely better than the other one you haven't watched yet, which is, he's got the Blu-ray of.
Oh my goodness.
I'll give her a couple seconds to remember the title.
Doom Asylum.
Yeah, Iron Rooster has that. He hasn't watched yet either, or at least the last time we've spoken.
I apologize for doing that blind buy. I hope you like it.
Yeah, just because we don't like it doesn't mean you won't. Austin says, let's see if you can read this.
Austin Will Cut says, Tubi is getting really bad with ads these days. Way too many. Well, see, we don't really get all the ads. It just turns out to be like a blank screen for like 5 minutes. So we don't really see the ads.
Which is better, probably. To not see them, but
we go 5 minutes between scenes of the movie.
If it comes down to watching something for free or not watching it at all, I'm fine with the blank screen ads. But
this is why we're two different people.
This is why. Iron Rooster says,
I'm going to have nightmares of Doom Asylum. Ha ha ha. Probably.
You mean you're going to have nightmares about it before you watch it? Just wait until after you watch it.
No, I do have to say that Doom Asylum has some fun kills, but fun kills and good makeup. But the plot, just nothing really there.
It's just like we have access to this abandoned building that's going to be torn down in a month, and they let us do anything in it that we want. So let's just film something and make it up.
Yeah.
Make it up as we go. Austin says, I guess Tubi is having buffering problems on your end. Well, it works out for us because we don't see the ads. The ads have buffering problems. The movies work fine.
Right. Yeah.
And then I'll let Beth read. You can have what?
Oh, the ads can have as many buffering problems as I want as long as it's not affecting the movie.
I'll let Beth read Iron Roosters here.
Iron Rooster says, sorry if I'm typing slow, eating supper, baked chicken, and some vegetables. Well, I'm proud of you for eating your vegetables, Iron Rooster. It's the mom in me, I guess. No, it's fine if you type slow. I talk slow, so I think we'll keep up with each other.
Austin says, that's so weird you're not getting ads. Yeah, like one will like half work and then the rest of them don't.
Like the first ad and the last ad work, but the ones in the middle don't really work.
Yeah.
Iron Rooster says LOL about me saying that I talk slow while you type slow. That works. Go ahead.
Oh, we're gonna switch off. Austin says, although I'm watching Tubi from a cable box. Oh, okay.
I didn't know. I don't know how to access Tubi. I can get it on my phone, and I guess you get it through your Wi-Fi, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's different from a cable box. I didn't realize how many different ways you can access Tubi. But Nate seems to be impatient. We watched quite a few movies over the last couple of weekends.
Are we done talking about the church?
We might be. Are we done talking about the church people? Should we go on to other movies that we've watched together, Nate and I?
Okay, last Sunday we watched this.
The Black Scorpion, which brought out the little girl in me because I don't really like creepy crawly things.
From 1957, everyone.
They've got these huge scorpions, and they're pretty scary.
Iron Rooster says, let's hear it. I don't really know what that means. Austin says, I need to see Demons 1 and 2. Yeah, I can't remember if I've seen the second one, but the first one's kind of fun. Can you figure out what let's hear it means?
I'm trying to go back in the chat and figure out what that's coming from.
Maybe he'll explain what he means. So Black Scorpion's got a lot of Ray Harryhausen creepy giant scorpions running around, and I was amazed once again. I said this yesterday on my solo show. I was amazed how much stop motion is in it.
Oh, Iron Rooster was referring to let's hear the movies that we were watching. Thank you, Iron Rooster.
I was amazed how much stop motion is in it. So
it was really cool. Nate was explaining a few of the ways that they made the movie. Like they'll have a rear view projection and like some miming to make it look like they're lifting stuff off the ground that really isn't there, and a lot of stop motion animation. Those scorpions were kind of creepy crawly. I didn't think I'd get so affected by it. And I don't think I've watched Demons 1 or 2 either. If I have, it's been too long ago to remember. Referring back to the church.
Might have to show her Demons one of these days. I don't know if I've even got to. Did we say our piece about Black Scorpion?
I think not much to say about Black Scorpion without ruining the movie if people haven't seen it yet. But I'd say watch it. It's actually pretty fun.
And then another one we watched just last night was the giant Gila. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah. Gila monster. I got it in this Elite Entertainment drive-in discs collection. It's got like 3 discs, and it's a collection with just old, Z-grade movies, and it's got drive-in ads and stuff to try to replicate the drive-in movie experience. So
it's very fun if you guys are into drive-in movies.
The quality of the movie is just beyond awful, like the video quality, and the movie is pretty bad too. What did you think of the giant Gila monster?
As always, I thought it was way better than another movie that we watched that someone has yet to watch. I mean, I don't say don't watch Doom Asylum, but just know that it's not the best movie. But no, I liked the Gila monster. I like the effects.
So the giant Gila monster's effects were pretty ingenious for a Z-grade no-budget movie. The monster, they didn't bother with getting Ray Harryhausen to animate a monster. They just took a lizard and put him in model sets. Yeah. Just probably a lizard that's maybe a foot and a half long, and just put him in model sets. And had him crawl around in model sets, and it worked.
Added sound effects like it was like stomping,
like he was huge or something. Yeah.
So that was cool. But see, I have to give older movies kind of some credit, because for the time that they were made, that was pretty awesome. They didn't have the stuff that we have now, computer animation and, CG graphics and stuff. But for the time, I think that was really well done.
Oh, for the record, the giant Gila monster is from 1960. It's one of those movies that just looks like it was shot in 3 days, probably. Like most scenes are just one shot, and no, very little coverage. Okay, do you want to read this or should I?
Looks like Iron Rooster's asking us some questions. Iron Rooster says, Nate, do you have a favorite actor? Same to you, Beth. I'll have to put some of these movies on my watch list. Also, I love the drive-in. I watched the Spookies. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Spookies from 86 or 87 last night. Wow. So, Nate, your favorite actor?
I don't know. For a while there, I really liked, I think it was William Powell from The Thin Man. I can't remember if you and I watched The Thin Man, probably years ago.
So.
But I don't really know. I mean, James Cagney's up there as just someone who's like really magical. But I don't know if if I do, it's, as you can tell, it was a couple from the old days, you know. I mean, no one really now really sticks out for me. That, I mean, in more current times.
See, my favorite actors are more like actor crushes that will never happen.
Right. I mean, I've got actress crushes.
Oh, yes. Let's see who your actress crushes are.
Do you want to tell the...
Well, I know one's Jennifer Connelly.
Well, the early 90s Jennifer Connelly, not now.
Oh, the early 90s Jennifer Connelly, when she was like 12.
No, 18.
Oh, okay. She looked 12.
Anyway, so...
I know one of them.
So that's your answer to your favorite actors? Just crushes mostly?
Well, I also like Robert Englund. He did really good with Freddy Krueger. He was also in V for... I don't remember.
Not
it was a
Vendetta.
TV series.
You're just playing TV series.
The TV series V. That was really good. I don't... Was it like an 80s?
That is 80s.
Aliens coming to Earth. Kind of sitcom.
I think people know what V is about.
Well, I don't know. Like
Sorry.
I mean, this is a younger crowd. I don't know how old these people are. They're younger than us. Or about our same age, but they may not have seen it. They're in different countries, different parts of the world.
These two are in the same country.
Well, people outside of this country
might people who might be
later.
listening later, Nate.
Yeah. So
let's see here. Yeah, I don't think I've seen the Spookies, but yeah, drive-ins are fun, aren't they? Okay, Austin said a while back, do you have Hellraiser on Blu-ray? I don't. I just have the DVD of Hellraiser, but I do have the second one on the, I think, Image. I don't know what it was. Well, I think the first Blu-ray it came out on in North America was Image or something. So I don't have the first one on Blu-ray, but the second, and that's it.
Yeah, I like Hellraiser. I like all Hellraisers. I think the first one was really the best one, though.
Well, don't say that because you haven't. I mean,
all the Hellraisers I've currently seen, I have enjoyed.
Which are what? 1 through what? 3 or 4?
1 through 3. How many Hellraisers are there?
I don't know.
I know I watched one. It was really stupid.
They went straight to video, and there might be 8 or something, 7 or 8.
I think I only watched the first 4 then.
Austin says, is it the Anchor Bay DVD? I think it is of Hellraiser, yeah. Yep. But in case some of you are wondering, well, some of you might know, I don't know how long Iron Rooster has been on my channel, but, you know, my top female actress crushes are Jennifer Connelly and Samantha Mathis.
Oh, I should have known that one. He keeps talking about them. Back to Hellraiser.
Austin says Hellraiser 6 to 10 are pretty bad. There's 10 of them?
Yikes.
Holy mother.
Nah, I think I'll just stick to the first 4. I don't think I watched. I know the last one I watched, they had the guy with the lasers that came out of his mouth or whatever. That was pretty cheesy.
Iron Rooster says, I have to say Pinhead scared the hell out of me as a child. Get it?
Yeah, I get it. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
Pinhead was kind of creepy. I'll give you that much.
What I thought was goofy about the first movie is that, you know, like the Cenobites were so cool, and it's just like the way they're barely in the first movie. It's like Clive Barker like didn't know like how cool they were and gave them such small screen time. It was just weird. As the series progressed, of course, Pinhead became more of the. By the third one, Pinhead was kind of the star, more or less.
Yeah.
It's just weird how underutilized they were in the first movie, and that's like Pinhead's on the poster and he's just barely in the movie.
And I kind of didn't like how they were trying to bring back the human parts of Pinhead and the Cenobites. It's like, yeah, we know you guys were once humans, but you guys are much more better as non-humans. It's
you're talking
trying
about
to bring I think it was the third. Is it the second one or the third one?
Second one where they got zapped and became human and killed or something.
Yeah, the Nazi thing in there, whatever.
Iron Rooster says, I think I have a screener VHS of Hellraiser 2 somewhere. Okay, that's cool. Beth, if you don't know, screeners are like VHS screeners. They'd send to video stores to, back when it was into mom and pop owned places. That way the video store owner could watch a movie and decide whether or not to, buy a bunch of them to
see if they would rent.
I guess just to see if they like it as a video store owner / runner, and they could decide whether to buy it or not. That's what a screener was. And a lot of times on the bottom when you're watching it, like every now and then it would flash by in words, this is, I don't know what it used to say, screener not for rental or for sale.
That's kind of a nice collectible thing, possibly.
Yeah,
to hold on to.
Those could be. I'm saying possibly a third listener in the room. We'll see if a third person chimes in on the chat here.
Hello, if you're out there.
Hello, if you're out there. This is another kind of impromptu Nate and Beth show. We let subscribers know
about an hour
in advance that this was going to be happening.
Yeah. But if anything about me is that I do like collectible things. I mean, I buy things and cringe when people open up the boxes. So I've gotten Nate a few what I thought were collectibles, and he just pops open the box, and I'm just like,
what did I pop open the box?
I didn't realize you had another one of the Halloween
the reason
things.
I popped open the box is because I had another one.
Yeah, I didn't know you had another one.
I got a NECA, one of them NECA Ultimate Michael Myers from 2018 Halloween, and then Beth gifted me one, so I'm like, since I've already got one, I can open the one you gave me. And that just
heart attack
terrified her.
But then you showed me that unopened box, and I was better.
Then she was better.
I'm big into collectibles. Did you let them know the other collectible that you don't have to borrow from me anymore?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Then I guess they'll wonder about that one.
Well,
Austin Wilcutt says the Scarlet box set of Hellraiser Arrow put out a pretty awesome, but it's OOP. I don't understand that lingo.
I'll read this. So Austin says the Scarlet box set of Hellraiser Arrow, meaning Arrow Video, put out is pretty awesome, but it's out of print.
Oh. Sorry, I don't know all your language.
Yeah, Arrow Video put out a trilogy or a set of the first 3 Hellraiser movies, and it's said to be pretty great, and now it's out of print. But I've never been so big of a Hellraiser fan that I've kind of contemplated getting it, but I didn't bother. I don't watch any of the Hellraisers very often. Iron Rooster says, I love collecting screeners. I got a Part 4 Jason NECA figure, the big one. Oh, yeah, the big one's kind of cool. There's a big one that you haven't seen, Beth.
You have a Jason figure that I haven't seen?
No, I don't have it.
Oh.
It's just made.
Okay.
It's a big version of the small one.
Okay.
Iron Rooster says, I usually don't open my collectibles either. Do you like the Child's Play movies, Beth or Nate?
I do like Child's Play movies. Chucky's pretty awesome.
Oh, okay. Here's a good talking point. So give us your thoughts on the remake. Well, there's things you like about it.
There are things I liked about it. I do like the remake. I do think I see things more from the doll's point of view, because he was programmed to learn from the people. And yeah, he was a little twisted outside the box, which is, part of the movie. But I kind of felt bad for the doll at the end, because he was watching the kids watch horror movies and laugh at death. So he thought it was good to kill the father of one of the kids because he was abusive or cheating or something. And then the kids were like, oh, no, that's bad, Chucky. So I'm like, you can't chide a doll for learning something that it was taught. But I don't know. I think that's just my point of view on it. I like the original Chucky better than the Chucky 2019?
I don't even remember anymore. Probably maybe 18 at this point. It's hard to remember.
But it was a good.
But back to, anyway, I just wanted Beth to share her, because I knew she had points about the remake that she liked, which was the Chucky being, instead of being possessed, he was like a smart doll that was trying to learn and learned incorrectly and became a killer doll as a result.
He didn't learn incorrectly.
Oh, he's just witnessing people laughing at death, so he's like, well, go kill someone so people can be happy. Yeah, interesting.
It's an interesting point of view. He didn't know it was bad to kill. He's just a computer. But the end was kind of overkill. Gotta admit that.
I don't remember it, but that's okay.
Then the other dolls started to get possessed, and it was like the computer system went haywire. But no, I do like Child's Play. Getting back to the original question. In fact, didn't I get you the little Child's Play collectible box?
She got me the NECA Chucky, little. I don't know if they call it the Ultimate Chucky or something.
Something like that. They've got kills from like 3 or 4 of the movies.
It's like the first 3 Child's Play, accessories, like the split off head and the knife jammed into the thing from part 2. For me, the first 3 are the best, and after that, I don't really like the post Chucky movies, when they stopped calling them Child's Play and started calling them Chucky, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky. I mean, I
did like Bride of Chucky. That was fun.
The one I think was best out of those is the most recent one. Remember where there's I'm sure I showed you the Cult of Chucky when she's in the nut house.
Yeah.
To me, that's the best one of the ones that are called Chucky.
Yeah. Was it Voodoo for Dummies? And see, I'm thinking it's just one doll that's being transferred, and it turns out that they were all awake and they're all possessed by Chucky or whoever the killer was. That was pretty cool.
Austin says, I have a Leprechaun in the Hood demo tape. I think he means screener.
Oh, fun.
Leprechaun in the Hood screener.
I don't think I watched Leprechaun in the Hood.
Yeah, most people never make it to that one. I didn't either.
I think I watched the first 2 Leprechauns. Wasn't that one the third one?
I don't even know. It could be, I don't know. Because I got a collection that goes till like 4 or 5. And one spring we tried to watch them and we only got past 2. Or we only did 2 and we got sick of it.
Yeah.
Blech.
Excuse you.
Excuse me. Ian Rooster says the remake was okay, referring to Child's Play. The older one is usually always better. Do you guys know of any remakes better than the original? I mean, let's see here. It seems to me there are some that I like. That I mean, I think John Carpenter's The Thing. I wouldn't call it better than Thing from Another World, but it's probably equal. I don't know if Beth has seen either of them, but John Carpenter's Thing might be. Oops, go ahead.
No, I was cutting you off. Go ahead.
John Carpenter's The Thing might be almost better than A Thing from Another World. I mean, it's different enough where it can be at least equal to it, but that might be something I need to think on. Sometimes people ask questions that are hard to answer on the spot.
Yeah. And see, I agree that most originals are better. I mean, I'm huge on Stephen King, so I watched the second, Pet Sematary, didn't like it. I know that they didn't want the little baby to be the killer this time, but I didn't like the second one. I didn't like the second It either, although the second It had some good points, like the eye being all cockeyed. But originally, and if I watch a remake before I know it's a remake, and then I watch the original, like what movie did we watch? It was Black Christmas.
Oh.
Didn't we watch a couple of different versions of it? And
I probably showed you. Yeah, we've probably seen all 3 versions, I would imagine.
Didn't we watch them kind of out of order?
I don't remember. I hoped I would have shown you the original first, but I don't remember. Probably years ago.
Well, now there's 3 remakes of Black Christmas because it was two remakes.
Three altogether. Yeah. 2 remakes.
I know. I don't think I like any of the remakes.
Get worse.
I did like the third one because it's more like to today with the cell phone usage was kind of clever, but that's about it. And I like the icicle kill. That was fun. Where the murder weapon just kind of melted away with the sun. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, but if you're somewhere where there's icicles, that time of year the sun doesn't even melt them away, so it's just a bunch of malarkey.
Well,
The sun's so weak.
That's true. But anyway, I liked the fact that the icicle didn't show up the next day.
So let's see here. Oh, okay. Iron Rooster says, I don't have many Child's Play collectibles. I think I have Screener of Part 3 and Bride of Chucky.
Good for you.
He also says Leprechaun in the Hood had a couple funny parts. Yeah, we wouldn't know. Austin says, do you have the Child's Play Blu-ray sets? No, I just got them like the original. Yeah, I just got them on DVD. The only ones on Blu-ray I got are the last two because I bought them when
they were on Blu-ray.
Which is what? Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky. Yeah, everything else on Child's Play is on DVD. Usually, if I don't watch movies very often, I don't watch Child's Plays very often. I don't bother with the Blu-rays. Austin says only John Carpenter, David Cronenberg can make remakes that are equal or better to the original. Everyone else has failed, in my opinion, he says.
LMO. Nice. I know that one.
What's that mean?
Laugh my ass off.
No, it's in my opinion.
Oh, I thought it was an L. Oh, that's an I. Sorry.
Yeah, that's confusing when people do the laugh my ass off, but it's like the L is like lowercase.
Yeah.
Because it looks like
I misread it.
Yeah. Iron Rooster says, have you watched the Silent Night, Deadly Night movies, Beth? I know Nate has.
I can't go a Christmas without them.
At least the first one.
At least the first one. Yeah, they were fun. I like the kills. I like the sledding kill. That was fun where he runs into the axe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do like Silent Night, Deadly Night. Actually, Nate was impressed that the carol wasn't a real Christmas carol.
Oh, yeah. I just grown up with Silent Night, Deadly Night. I just thought that song was a Christmas song. The Santa's watching, Santa's
waiting.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Christmas Eve is slowly fading. Do you hear him in the night? Close the door, turn out the light.
Kind of true.
That's part of it. I always thought that was a real Christmas song. So yeah, that's a bummer. It'd be nice to have like some of them Christmas songs in that movie on CD or downloadable, because then there's the Warm Side of the Door.
They are downloadable. They are on YouTube.
Oh, well, yeah, well, maybe that one was just because it's in the end credits. But anyway, okay, Beth says they are downloadable.
No, I was looking for that song, and there's actually the soundtrack available on YouTube.
Okay, good.
Warm Side of the Door was fun. Yeah. So Austin asks or says, Child's Play 1 through 4 are much better on Blu-ray.
Oh, that's good to know. Well, sometimes the collection is actually on sale for like $20, and sometimes I've been tempted, but then I'm just such a cheap bastard that I didn't bother. But thank you for that little bit of info there. Yeah, just for the record, to make all you youngsters jealous, I saw the first 4 Child's Plays in the theater.
Should I get your walker out now? You're just showing your age.
Get my walker. I gotta go to the bathroom. Or wait, I think I just did. I didn't even know it.
Wow. Okay. Moving on.
I think, where are we?
Child's Play 1 through 4 on Blu-ray.
Iron Rooster says, didn't you say you had a cool figure of Silent Night, Deadly Night? No, I didn't bother spending the money on those figures. I got the Driller Killer from Slumber Party Massacre and the Miner from My Bloody Valentine.
Oh, yeah. That's really cool. He just got that one.
Yeah, I didn't want to spend the money on the Silent Night, Deadly Night figures.
So it looks like we might have another person joining us. If you are, hello.
Welcome.
Welcome to the chat. Join us.
welcome to join us
in chat.
Where are we here?
Iron Rooster.
No, we're here. We're at Austin. It's a shame they can't find the original negatives for the unrated footage to Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 1. That's true.
Skipping ahead just a little bit, Dr. Rock just joined us. Hi. So we're going to go back to our chat that we were at.
Yeah, it's a bummer that the unrated footage is probably gone forever. Yeah, but generally I only watch the movie once or twice a year, so it's not that big a deal. But it's true. It is a bummer when that footage is discarded.
Such a travesty.
Iron Rooster says, I like the theme music to Silent Night Deadly 2. So the theme music, I guess I'm not exactly sure what he's referring to.
The theme music in Silent Night Deadly Night 3?
Just the soundtrack? No, he said 2. I don't know if he means also or the second movie. Probably means the second movie. You mean just the music score to the Silent Night Deadly Night 2? That's cool. Oh, Austin says $20 is a steal for the set. I know. That's why I should have got it. Iron Rooster says, yes, Slumber Party Massacre. I remember now. Yeah, you got to get the Driller Killer and the Miner. To me, the two Santa Killer figures weren't a necessity. I mean, I was tempted when the first one came out, but I'm a cheap bastard. Iron Rooster says, I need to upgrade my Bloody Valentine DVD. Laugh out loud. Yeah, good time to do it. Well, I don't know if you can still get the figure or not, but if you can,
the figure was pretty good.
Good time to do it would be now and get the figure with it, because the figure, that's one of the coolest damn figures. It's so accurate.
Very accurate. It's got the material clothing and everything.
Yeah,
like a little pickaxe and
the nail gun.
Does it have the nail gun in it?
Yeah, you couldn't see it because it's hidden by the packaging, but it's in there.
Oh, okay. And they had the heart inside the Valentine
box.
The
little heart inside the heart-shaped. Pardon me, everyone. Valentine thing.
There's one thing I like. A lot of details into that.
Better than Christmas candy? It's Valentine's candy. Have some.
Okay, now speaking of remakes and Silent Night Deadly Night, not Silent Night Deadly Night, My Bloody Valentine. I do like the remake of Silent Night Deadly Night only because one of the actors kind of have a crush on. So was it from Supernatural, the big brother? I just know him as Dean Winchester.
She's got such a big crush on him. She don't know his name.
I don't know his real name, but I know he's Dean Winchester from Supernatural. So he made the remake kind of fun, but I still like the original. But that remake, I don't mind watching. Did we watch that in 3D?
Yeah, I've got the 3D Blu-ray of My Bloody Valentine 3D.
That was fun.
Austin says Silent Night Parts 3 and 5 need Blu-rays. That VHS rip Lionsgate DVD is meh. Yep, I said that in a past show or something, that because this is what happened, Beth. At 1 year in November, December, they did the Blu-ray release of Silent Night Deadly Night, and then the following year they did a Blu-ray release of Part 2, and I just assumed the next year they were going to do a special Blu-ray release of Part 3, and they never did. And I think a lot of people would have bought that as well, but I don't know why they didn't. Hopefully one day.
3 through 5 of Silent Night Deadly Night?
Remember, 3 is the guy with the bubble brain.
Oh, yes.
And then 4 is basically just another movie basically named Silent Night Deadly Night 4. The witches, and they're burning people and throwing them off the roof and shit.
I can't say I remember that one right
but the 5th one I liked because it had the killer toys. And the boy who was like the guy who lost his son, and he made him, this guy's son died, and he made him back to life as like a robot boy or something. Not to ruin it for anyone, but
so you're actually saying that I've watched these and I don't remember.
Yeah, I showed you all of them. It was probably 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay, and I'm supposed to remember what I had for breakfast. All right. My memory is bad, guys and girls. If you are Dr. Rock, a girl.
No, I don't think any women listen to the show. If they do, welcome. Iron Rooster says, so how do you guys rank the Slumber Party Massacre movies? I'm still bummed you can't get Slumber 2 and 3 on Blu-ray for a decent price. Yeah, in case you don't know, Beth, or anyone else listening, there was a collection that luckily I got that's got like a double feature, both 2 and 3 on Blu-ray, and that's since gone out of print, and I don't know what they want for it on eBay at $100-$200. That is a bummer. I'm a huge fan of Slumber Party Massacre 1, so my ranking is, of course, 1 being the best, and I like the third one the second best, and for me the second is my least favorite, but I still like it just because I don't know who doesn't love a guitar drill. But
that was pretty cool.
No, that's my ranking. What does Beth have to say about Slumber Party Massacres?
I don't know. I don't really remember the second one, but I do remember the third one was pretty awesome. Wasn't the second one just kind of the more? I don't remember the second one.
It was like Freddy meets,
Yeah, like they were sleeping or something, like a dream.
Well,
thing.
the traumatized girl from the first one, played by a different actress, is always having these visions of the killer from the first movie as this rock and roll guitar driller killer.
Yeah.
What can you remember about the third one, just to see if...
I don't think I remember much from the third one at all.
Well, there you go.
But it wasn't the guitar drill. I know that.
No.
It was something else.
Yep. Yeah, that is a bummer. Anyone know what the hell happened? Like, why? It must be some rights issues, or why the hell that went out of print so quick. That's a bummer. But that's how I rank the Slumber Party Massacre movies. Incidentally, the first one's just one of my favorite slashers. It's great, I think. That's why I couldn't pass up the Driller Killer figure. Austin says, I love that Scream Factory Army of Darkness Blu-ray set. Yep, I got that. 3 different versions of the movie for anyone who doesn't know. Austin says, I wish Sleepaway Camp 4 The Survivor was completed.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Sleepaway Camp. That was interesting.
They started, in the early 90s, they started making this 4th one, and some footage was shot and they never completed it, and that's that. But, to be fair, I mean, they released the footage that was shot, or at least some of it, and it's just as well it wasn't completed because it just looked like a joke.
Yeah, the Sleepaway Camps, the first one was pretty fun, and then they just got gory with the kills. I mean, they weren't even scary, they were just disgusting. Like the one with the outhouse, that was just disgusting. No, I do have to say that when they did the flagpole kill, that was pretty fun. But no, at Sleepaway Camp.
Well, the first one's classic, and
yeah. Oh, I'm surprised it hasn't gotten more views with the way the world is right now. But not gonna.
Yeah, let's not be
affect that one terminated. Too much.
But that's an ultimate action figure we need at Target. Angela naked with her thing dangling and holding the knife in her face, going. Arr.
I don't think they would actually make that unless you go to like an X-rated shop. They might.
Well, you could have the packaging just show the little face, and then to see the rest of it, you'd have to buy it and open it.
Oh, okay. Good luck with that.
Where are we?
Hope we're keeping you entertained, Dr. Rock. I really don't see very much in commentary, but that's okay. You can listen. Listening is good.
Where the hell are we? Oh, I think Austin says maybe completed in context, Sleepaway Camp 4 might have been okay as a cheesy slasher. You never know.
Yeah.
Iron Rooster says, I wish I knew what happened with the Slumber Party Massacre situation. I just recently picked up the soundtrack for Jason Takes Manhattan from La La Land Records. You guys collect any soundtracks?
I collect a few soundtracks. I have the Crow soundtrack. I have the Labyrinth soundtrack. I don't really have a lot of scary movie soundtracks, though. That's more your territory.
Yeah, I can't remember who put out this out of print Friday the 13th 1 through 6 CD collection that I got. It might be La La Land Records as well. I don't remember, but I got that on eBay not long after that was put out and sold out, and it's signed by Harry Manfredini and some of the the Alice from the first movie and Jason from the third movie, who's now dead, and director of the 6 movies. So I was trying to shoot a video years ago showcasing it, but I just couldn't get it started, and I gave up. So maybe this year I can actually shoot a video and showcase that. But I've got plenty of soundtracks on CD, mostly like, Rocketeer and Tron. I've got the Tron soundtrack. Me and you gotta watch Tron. We haven't watched Tron together.
No, we haven't watched
the Black Hole soundtrack. So I got a lot of soundtracks. I got First Blood soundtrack on CD, and it's hard to remember, everything just on the fly.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I do some movie soundtracks, but not the horror ones.
Beth, I think, is more into the soundtracks that have songs.
Yeah, like Labyrinth, and
she doesn't do film
Eddie
scores.
And the Cruisers.
She doesn't do film scores because there's two different kinds of soundtracks. There's songs from a movie and then the music written for the movie.
Well, see, that's why I did The Crow, because I have The Crow, the score, and the soundtrack.
Oh.
Because I did like the back music of The Crow.
Background music?
Yeah. So you can kind of listen to it and know what part of the movie it's part of.
Austin says, was there any plans for Slumber Party 4 back in the day? I can't say I know. That would have been kind of fun.
Wouldn't that have been the Survivor one?
No, that was Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, 4. Sleepaway Camp.
Now we're back to Slumber Party. That would have been fun if they had. But, oh well. Sometimes I like when there's just 3 of something because it seems like a nice...
3 is a good number.
Trilogy, Dr. Rock says, can't think of any questions yet. Okay, well, at least we know you're still listening. Austin says, movie soundtracks are a pain in the ass to get these days. I wonder what he means.
Some soundtracks are hard to find. They might be out of print.
That could be, yeah.
Might be so old that, they don't even bother buying them to sell them. Have you tried like a discount bookstore? Sometimes they have a CD or DVD collection of the soundtracks. I know we used to have Half Price Books used to have some, but you'd almost have to scour the entire store to get anything good.
Well, another option, I don't, if you're more interested in just listening to stuff versus collecting the physical stuff with the artwork and stuff, is a lot of times
YouTube.
People put soundtracks on there. I recorded the whole soundtrack of the stupid movie called Star Crash, but the music's great. So I haven't shown you it because the movie's not even worth watching, but the music's really great.
Okay.
So there's always YouTube if you want just the music, but obviously that's not going to help you get the artwork and the packaging if that's what you're after.
Oh, well, like I said, Silent Night, Deadly Night soundtrack is available on YouTube. That's why just look it up.
Iron Rooster says, I love the darkest side of the night song from Jason Takes Manhattan.
See, that's more of a Nate thing.
Well, not Jason Takes Manhattan, but yeah.
The movie, the music.
Yeah. I can't say is that the song on the opening? Oh, probably the opening credits of that movie. Yeah, that's a fun song. Austin says Jim Carrey was going to do The Mask 2 in the 90s.
Oh, didn't he do the first one too?
Well, he did the first one only, but then I don't think they did the second Mask movie until I don't even remember when that was. I can't remember what that was called, but Jim Carrey wasn't in the second one. Son of the Mask or some crap. I don't know. I
don't think I watched that one.
Oh, look at Iron Rooster says Goodwill has soundtracks sometimes. It's a good
spot to look.
I think
been there.
Iron Rooster has scored some sealed VHS tapes of the Friday the 13th films.
Hey, killer score. That was fun.
Where am I? Oh, okay. Austin Wilcott says it's usually because scalpers up the price for these soundtracks. That's why it's a pain.
Yeah, true.
Scalper bastards. Austin says, I listen to soundtracks all the time on YouTube, but still like having a hard copy. Yeah, that's understandable.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Dr. Rock is chiming in.
I'm going to see if Beth can read this.
I don't know. Dr. Rock asks a question. Do you know the movie The Slayer? I haven't seen it since a kid, but I remember it scaring the crap out of me as a kid. Wondering if it holds up today and is worth paying over $20, I'm guessing.
No, I might be wrong, but it may possibly, the Arrow video scan might possibly be on Tubi, TV.com, but The Slayer is a movie that I've just been a fan of ever since I saw it, like I think 30 years ago now, and I was just delighted as all hell when it came out on Blu-ray. I showed you when it came out it might have been 2017. We just watched it once, but I mean, I would absolutely say it's worth whatever anyone's asking, whatever the going price is for, especially if you haven't seen it on Blu-ray, because obviously it looks amazing. The Slayer is just a beyond classic. So I would, first of all, I think you can possibly see it on Tubi TV, the Arrow Video Scan, to give it a revisit to decide if you want to get it or not. But just based on, my opinion on that would be, yeah, that's a classic. And as to the question if it holds up now or not, I mean, that's a personal preference opinion. Kind of a situation. For me, it holds. I mean, for me, I like the old movies more than the stuff made now. So for me, I love it. But that's my answer to that. I think it'd be worth. I don't know exactly what they're asking for it right now, but for me, it'd be worth over $20. The Slayer is, for me, a classic.
You remind me of The Slayer.
This artist is like painters having dreams, and then they go, her and her husband, and then like some other guy and his wife go to this island, and she's having premonitions of the Slayer, and people start dying, and then there's a storm, and then people keep dying, and then
might have to revisit that one and chat about it again next time.
I wouldn't have a problem with that. I'm a big fan of the Slayer, but that's my answer.
Well, thank you, Dr. Rock, for that memory that you just reignited.
But definitely check out Tubi TV to see if it's on there.
Cool.
Austin says Son of the Mask had Jamie Kennedy, and it's considered one of the worst movies ever. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I don't doubt it.
No, maybe that could be worse than Doom Asylum, but we'll see.
No, we won't. I ain't gonna see Son of the Mask.
I keep putting that down. I apologize.
Iron Rooster says cheap gateway versions though. Laugh out loud. Still cool though. Yeah, but the Paramount logo was still, I mean, on there. I mean, it's still cool. Beth doesn't know what that means. Well, I might as well explain it to her. The VHSs that he found sealed at Friday the 13th at Goodwill were these cheaper versions, like extended. She probably doesn't even know what extended play. Well,
I know what extended play is.
She does.
You showed me that through the Italian one that you watched. It just had the grainier scenes in it.
Okay, she doesn't know what extended play is. It's cheaper VHS. It's just recorded at a slower speed, so the picture and sound suck compared to the standard play.
Okay.
But it's still cool to have them sealed. And Iron Rooster chimes in. He says the Slayer holds up in my opinion. And Dr. Rock says, cool, thanks. Would love to revisit. Iron Rooster says, I recommend Blood Rage also from Arrow Video, Dr. Rock. Yeah, that might be on Tubi as well, possibly. It's hard to say.
Isn't that the Thanksgiving
one? That's that's not cranberry sauce.
Yes, that is a good one.
We watch that and we just showed.
We showed one of my friends that
for the very first time last year.
And my friend was highly impressed. So yeah, that's a good movie.
Iron Rooster says the ending for Slayer was creepy. Yeah, it's like a loop. That's when I don't know if I should ruin it. Oh well.
I'll probably be amazed with it anyway.
I won't ruin it. Let's see here. Austin says favorite gore moment in Hellraiser 3. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie for a long time. Let me think. Yeah,
they all blend together.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think I can remember any gore moments. I mean, I guess that isn't someone at the very beginning like comes in, was playing with the box or something and gets wheeled in a gurney, and there's like he's on a gurney and these chains he's got the hooks in his face and stuff, and the chains are like just suspended in midair and kind of like yanking on him. That's kind of gross. But I guess I can't remember. Like when they go on the killing spree in the city or whatever, and the CD guy is throwing CDs on people's faces. Hell, I don't remember part 3 very much. That's my.
See, Hellraiser, I think it's more title that gets the recognition. I don't really remember a lot of the gore scenes. Sorry.
Yeah,
it all blurs together. It's like Saw. It's all the same.
I haven't seen Hellraiser 3 in a long time. Dr. Rock says, thanks, Iron Rooster, for the recommendation of Blood Rage. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll love Blood Rage, Dr. Rock. It's fun.
That might be on Tubi as well. I might have said that already. Iron Rooster says, like Nate was saying, Tubi may have the arrow scans for the Slayer and Blood Rage. Yep. Iron Rooster says, have you guys watched any of the Friday the 13th fan films? I think I might have. I don't remember if I showed. No, I don't think I did show you Never Hike Alone. I don't think I showed Beth that. And I kind of, they kept making them and stuff, but I kind of got disinterested after that one, so I never really watched any of the other ones. But I did a review on my channel of Don't Hike Alone or whatever it's called. I mean, it was cool. Well, you can see my review from my thoughts on it. I don't remember it very well on it right now.
I can't say that I've watched any of the fan films from Friday the 13th, but maybe I'll check it. Maybe one of them out. I don't know.
Austin says the blonde girl getting her skin peeled off by Pillar Pinhead in Hellraiser 3 was my favorite. So sick and sadistic. Oh, yeah, I think I
remember that scene. That was... See, when you describe it like that, I do remember that. It was pretty gory, pretty graphic. I'm surprised they released it with all the
I think that was like an unrated version or something, because when that came out on tape there was an unrated version as well. I've been holding these the whole
Would you like me to hold on to them?
No, I can put them right here. Okay. I'm referring to the pile of the other movies that we saw. Okay, so Austin says Blood Rage was good. Damn right. That's like what's that called? A
cult classic.
A yearly annual Thanksgiving.
It's a tradition. Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah, family annual Thanksgiving tradition viewing. It's Blood Rage and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yes. We kind of cut to some of the scenes out from Blood Rage, like the woman and eating in their fridge. That's kind of gross. So we kind of fast forward that part.
We fast forwarded with Amanda? No, I don't think with Amanda, but you and I watched it.
When we watched it for the second time, we fast forwarded through that stuff.
That's true. So Iron Rooster says, I still can't believe Tom Matthews in it at the end. Yeah, one of the guys from the actual Friday 6 was actually in one of these fan films.
Oh, fun.
Isn't that fun?
That might be one of them I might have to watch.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. You know me and YouTube. I don't really have time for it, but... Dr. Rock chimes in. I may have seen Blood Rage also when I was young. We'll look that up too. Yeah, I think you'd enjoy Blood Rage. I had seen it for the first time, 2 years ago, maybe 3?
Maybe 3 or 4, possible.
But yeah, it's definite. You love it, you love it. You don't like it, you don't like it. But there's no in between.
Austin says, I've seen the edited R-rated version of Hellraiser 3, and they still show her skin getting ripped off.
Oh, all right. Might have to watch Hellraiser 3 pretty soon. I remember the first one was kind of my classic.
Iron Rooster says, I think Steve Dash was in one of these fan films before he passed. Okay, that might be possible.
Steve Dash is...
Well...
Wow, if you could only see his face right now.
I don't know. Like 2 people at minimum played Jason in the second movie, and he's like one of them. One of the guys was just, I don't know. He was like literally Jason for one shot or something, and he's, made a whole career out of it like it's some big deal. And I don't know if that's him or not. I can't remember. I think that might have been him. I think he was just Jason when he came crashing through the window or something, and wasn't. Oh,
he did a stunt scene.
I don't know. I don't really want to. If I'm wrong, I don't really want to talk about it because I'm not.
Right.
Because then I'm saying falsities, Austin says Hellraiser 2 was the most epic one. We get to see their world. That's true.
That was fun.
Hellbound, after all.
Hellbound.
Can I scoot past you and get ice?
Gonna go. I can get ice in there.
I can too.
You like your ice? That's cold.
Yeah, you were gonna do it.
Yeah, I do like the boxes from Hellraiser. Oops, I just knocked something over. the studio is rather small, as you can hear.
Yeah, that's probably best. Might as well not sit down because I'll be right back.
So I had to exit so he could exit the studio. It's a very small studio. No, Hellraiser, I'd almost have to rewatch them to have a better opinion to answer those questions, and I'm not opposed to it. And here he comes back into the studio. Hopefully I'm skinny enough you can get past me.
Okay.
Yep.
Pardon me. Where are we? Not a very big turnout tonight, I'm afraid.
You know what? That's okay. I'm okay with that.
Why are you okay with that?
The last time there's almost too many people.
Too many people?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Let's see. Iron Rooster's laughing out loud.
Pardon me. Okay. Oh, not much was said that whole time.
No, not really.
Oh, Iron Rooster just laughed about the knocking stuff over.
Probably.
Iron Rooster says I need to rewatch Hellraiser movies. Also, yep, get on that.
Now I do have to say that there's Halloween house that Nate and I visit almost every year.
Yeah.
Up by where we're at, and one of the characters, was it 2 Halloweens ago?
Yeah, it was 19.
Yeah, 2019 was Hellraiser. And I thought
Pinhead.
It was Pinhead. Yeah, Pinhead. I thought it, because they have a bunch of mannequins in their yard that do stuff, and I thought it was another mannequin. And then he turned and said, "Boo!" and I jumped.
Oh my god!
The person was standing perfectly still, and oh no, he said, "Did you get a good shot?" or something like that? Because I took a picture next to it, thinking it was a mannequin, and yeah, that was scary.
Sorry. Austin says Hellraiser 4 was messed up by the studio. Yeah, kind of like Halloween 6. It was right around the same time too.
Messed up by the studio.
Well, that just means when they intervene and mess stuff up. You know,
I guess that happened.
All kinds of people, you know.
Too many cooks in the kitchen?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it means.
Oh, okay.
Too many people with too many different ideas. Iron Rooster says, did you say you ever been to a horror convention, Nate? Nate, yeah, see, Nate isn't the crowds person at all, so Nate doesn't do conventions.
I've never been to a convention. My friend has gone to a few conventions. She goes to the anime conventions, but I wanted to go to one, but I'm too chicken shit and they're too expensive. I'd pay for 2 days and only go to one and not get my money back.
Yeah, I don't like crowds, so I don't do conventions. Iron Rooster says I missed one near me that had Bill Moseley and the guy that plays Leatherface in part 3. Yeah, I can't. His name right now escapes me. R.A. Mahiloff. There you go. That would have been fun. Bill Moseley's always fun. And R.A. Mahiloff. Yeah. I kind of feel, part of me is kind of glad I don't like crowds because, I don't know, they seem like a lot of work and just, yeah. Because then they're always in like a city, then you got to figure out where you're parking. And I feel so fortunate I don't like crowds in that instance. Austin says the Hellraiser 4 we have now is not the one that was intended at all. The script is online. Oh, the script is online and very different. It's a bummer. Maybe Beth can read Iron Rooster's.
Iron Rooster said, I am not a crowd person either, but I'm going to go to one before I die. Ha ha ha. Well, that's a good bucket list because you might die when you go in and see all the people. No. Some people get claustrophobic really fast and they could have a heart attack. And I don't wish that upon you, Iron Rooster. I really don't. That sounded kind of bad. No, I do. It's a good bucket list. I just wouldn't put it on mine. So I hope you can actually do that. Actually, I did want to go to one. It was the Supernatural conventions. Yes, I'm a Supernatural girl. I like Sam and Dean Winchester. They're actually in Minneapolis, which is nearby where I am. And I was going to buy the tickets online, but no one would go with me. So I didn't want to go alone. I didn't want to bring my kids, and Nate doesn't do crowds, so had my chance to meet Jason Ankles and Jared Padalecki. I know their names. I just don't know who's who. But that would have been a fun one to go to if I were to go to a convention. I'd just go to one station and leave. But that, I don't know. The conventions are, well, like I said, I have a friend who goes to one almost every year. She and her family go, and she says they're a blast. So for the crowd people, go for it. For the non-crowd people,
don't. Iron Rooster says, wasn't the guy from Supernatural in the Friday remake? Yeah, that was so funny about 09.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't remember how it went.
Sam.
It was like 1 month. It was like, January. Yeah, it was like month to month. One of the months, one guy was in the Friday remake, and then the other guy was in the My Bloody Valentine remake. And it was like January and February or something. It was weird.
They had to get stuff out of character for them because they were kind of getting scripted into the Supernatural. They did it for 15 years.
Okay. Austin has a question that I don't really know. He says, what stereo systems were theaters using in the early 90s? Dolby Surround. I mean, I wasn't a theater operator. I don't know. One thing I do know is in like 93, that was with Jurassic Park. Beth will remember this. That was the movie that kind of
introduced the
DTS.
Yeah.
So pretty much, I want to say that the movie Dick Tracy from 1990 was the first movie that was like had digital sound, because I saw that in the theater in 1990, and I can remember thinking like, oh my God, this sounds great. But I don't think they really touted it. If they did, I wasn't paying attention, and they really necessarily sold it as like, ooh, digital sound. But I can remember hearing a difference, like, oh my God, that sounds great. But I know that like Jurassic Park was just the first movie that I can remember that was just touted as, it was the DTS movie and the first DTS movie, and it's kind of set the bar for the digital surround, moving forward after that. But beyond that, I would imagine it's just like kind of just basic surround in the 80s and early 90s and stuff, I would imagine. But
I'm not much of a sound systems person myself. I just went to a movie to enjoy it.
Austin says, I know Laserdisc first adopted Dolby Digital. Yeah, I was really pissed when they did that, and I didn't have a receiver. But after I got DVD, I ended up, getting in finally into the 5.1 arena, which was really fun. But I never had because I think you needed a Dolby Digital equipped Laserdisc player as well. So I never got, the 5.1 on Laserdisc, but I did it with DVD. Iron Rooster says, do you have any original scripts, Nate? No, I do not.
No, I don't have any scripts.
Oh, well, I guess I kind of do. I briefly knew Bill Rebane, the Wisconsin filmmaker, and he gave me a script that he wrote that he never ended up making. So I got a Bill Rebane script of a movie that was never made. So that's kind of cool. I don't remember what the title of it was, but
was he giving it to you because you were an aspiring filmmaker and
yeah,
because I can do it?
I think it was kind of along those lines, because I had sent him the short to this movie Redwoods that he really liked, and then I went up at the very tip of Wisconsin to meet him in 2006, and I think it was kind of thinking like, here, this is a script that I did, and maybe you can.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know, but he had like I don't know when the hell he had this stroke, if it was the late 80s or early 90s or something, and he wasn't really, even in 2006, he wasn't really there enough to necessarily, whatchamacallit, to creatively, I can't think of the word, creatively
direct.
This is what sucks about live shows. I can't think of the term, but co-author of movie together, or collaborate. We'll say that, collaborate on the movie together. But I remember reading the beginning of the script and formulating in my mind how to visually do it and stuff like that, and kind of getting but excited. But he was kind of like, if you know anything about his movies like Alpha Incident and Invasion from Inner Earth, he was always about these fantastical kind of scripts that are overly ambitious for a no budget like he always had. So, I was trying to figure out a way in my mind to possibly do some of these ideas on a more low key or doable way with no budget. But yeah, I guess that's the only script I can really think of that I got, which is just, I forgot all about, and I don't even know where the hell it is, but until right now, an unproduced Bill Rebane script. That's kind of exciting.
That could be money right there.
Well, yeah, but I'd never feel right.
Yeah, I know.
Putting it out there. It's not for me
to do. It was a gift.
To do.
That was nice.
Where the hell are we?
Where are we at? I think we're up here.
Austin says, I remember Jurassic Park having DTS. It sounded insane. Yeah, Austin, I think, is younger than us, so he might have been even, obviously he was old enough to remember Jurassic Park. But yeah, that was...
Jurassic Park's not that old.
Well, hell, we were 16 when it came out, so anyone younger than us, anyway, he was probably single digits or something. Maybe he was 7 or 5 or 4, 3, 2, 1.
It doesn't matter. He was old enough to know the sound was insane.
Iron Rooster says, do you collect any of the Friday the 13th novels? Those are so expensive now. Yeah, I've got the novelizations for the first 2, and then I've got by Simon Hawke, and then I've got the novelization for the 3rd movie, but it's not Simon Hawke. It's another guy, and then I found out later that Simon Hawke did a novelization for the 3rd one, and then I got a novelization for the 6th one. So I think, to my knowledge, that's all of the Friday the 13th novelizations that are out there. So I've got like 1, 2, and 3, and 6.
You might want to hunt old bookstores to see if they have the gold that they don't even realize how.
It's possible, but I think even, I don't know, bookstores probably with
as many books as they carry, I don't think they're going to say, oh, well, this one got up the price of this one because it's out of print or whatever. But that might be a way to look for hidden gold.
That's true.
So
Iron Rooster says, I'm also putting, I don't know, maybe he mistyped. I'm also buying a Laserdisc on my buck. Oh, buying a Laserdisc. I don't know if he means player or just a Laserdisc. So let me read this. I'm also buying a Laserdisc on my bucket list. Haha. I may try to buy one of the Friday the 13th. Nate has an amazing Laserdisc collection. So I guess he just meant buying a Laserdisc.
Oh, well, that's more doable.
I would imagine.
People.
I think you might have said in the past that you found. Oh yeah, I think you said that you've come across them at Goodwill, but they didn't have anything that you were interested in, which is understandable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's another bucket list for you. I'm sure you could probably get one of the Friday the 13th for probably, I don't know what the hell they're going for on eBay. Austin says, have you ever bought bootleg DVDs at a convention? Since I don't go to conventions.
I haven't gone to conventions, so I guess the answer is no. Sorry.
Iron Rooster says, I've seen bootleg DVDs from conventions on eBay. Okay.
Wow, that must be people just trying to make money.
Iron Rooster says, that is cool about the script you got. Yeah, I forgot all about it until you asked that question. And like I say, I don't know if I even know where the hell it is, but I thought that was really kind of cool. Like, oh my God, I've got an unproduced Bill Rebane script, man. I'm in the club. Austin says, I was 6 when Jurassic Park came out. Oh my God.
6. Okay, now I'm going to go get my walker.
Oh, so he's 10 years younger than us then. He's 34.
Still, I mean, as a kid, that's kind of scary as a kid. I don't think I could have watched Jurassic Park as a kid. It's pretty scary.
Austin says, I have a bootleg 126-minute work print of Hard Target. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, that's another one I have to show Beth. John Woo, his first American movie.
Isn't that one that did Hard Boiled Egg?
Hard Boiled. Hard Boiled Egg, the sequel to Hard Boiled. Oh my God.
Sorry. I just think Hard Boiled Eggs. But no, that was a good movie. Hard
Boiled was like the action movie to end all action movies.
That was really good.
So Austin says, Jurassic Park didn't bother me at the tender age of 6. Well, he didn't type the tender age of 6. I added that. Oh my God. Austin says, I saw Species at a theater at age 9. That's got Natasha Henstridge in it. She's like the supermodel. I can't remember her name, though.
Going back to actresses that we like?
No. Anyway.
We can talk about TNA. I'm okay with it.
Anyway, she's got TNA and Species. Iron Rooster says, what would you guys consider your favorite collectible? I know that's a tough question. Well, Beth's quite the collectible.
Oh, my goodness.
These on-the-spot questions are kind of difficult.
And all of them.
You've got to, well, you don't have to do anything, I guess.
I've got quite a few different genres of collectibles. I have stuff from Michael Knight from Knight Rider.
Oh,
I got some stuff from that.
This little car kit.
I got 2 kit cars. One of I don't know, the Funko Pop, where Michael Knight's inside kit, but nothing really lights up. And then I have a scale kit where the lights would light up when you open up the door. I've got some Supernatural collectible stuff. Got some I like almost all the NECA toys. I kind of went hog wild on those.
Yeah, she gets obsessed. Overdoes it. And then she got some Jack Sparrow.
The Disney Jack Sparrow.
Like 18-inch figures or some crap.
Yeah, they talk, I suppose, but I don't know.
She'll never take them out of the box.
I'll never know. Never take them out of the box. I've got a Labyrinth game that I never opened up. I don't collect anything that I don't like. I'll put it that way. Unless
that's a good.
No, even if I think it's going to be worth money, if I don't like it, I don't buy it. I don't think it's worth investing in if I don't personally have an interest in it. But what about Nate's collectibles? What do you think is your favorite?
I don't know.
So many.
Yeah.
I'd have to say of your collectibles that you have, the Jason bust is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah,
you have in the cabin.
I showed that on the channel.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favorites of Nate's personal collectibles.
Yeah, it's a tough question. Austin says I got the Jurassic Park VHS when I was 7.
Lucky.
Austin says I saw Halloween 6 in the theater and H2O. Okay, cool. The first Halloween I saw in the theater was 5, and then I saw 6, 7. Well, H7 is H2O. And what else? Yeah. Me and my dad saw the stupid Rob Zombie one in the drive-in, but
I don't think I saw that one.
Good.
Not a fan of Rob Zombie?
Nah.
Sorry.
Well, we're about 1 hour and 18 minutes into the show. What would you say? Maybe just
wrap it up.
Oh, now?
I don't know. I mean, the questions. I mean, I love you guys' questions. They just seem to be coming a little bit slower. Like maybe you guys are still typing slow, but
well,
I think I'm kind of. We want to mention the rest of what we watched over the weekend, or save that for the next show.
Maybe do that. Well, by then there'll be a whole new listing of what we want here. Here.
We'll just do a quick recap of the movies that we watched over the weekends that I've been here.
Beth saw for the very first time Suspiria last night.
That was cool. That had me thinking a couple different endings, but that was good.
Cool.
Yeah, I liked it.
Anything stuck out? Music, cool colors.
I like the kill where it was it the first actual on-screen kill where she gets chased up to the roof and then he puts this noose kind of loose around the body and then the body falls through the stained glass and it just catches her neck just perfect. That was fun. You just see this really loose noose, and then all of a sudden, loose noose. All right. Okay, Dr. What am I thinking? Dr. Seuss, Loose Noose.
Oh my god.
That'd be a fun children's book. No, I like the music too. Ooh. It was kind of fun. The characters were suspicious. You just didn't know who to trust.
Yeah.
That was good.
And then we didn't watch this last night, but we've seen it at some point. Phenomena.
Oh, the Bug Girl.
I don't know if Beth remembers enough about it to really talk about it, but we were gonna watch it last night, and she's like, "Oh yeah, she's already seen it."
I just remember the one teenager thought the main character's dad was hot, and like, that's my dad. That's kind of creepy. So these teenagers are in love with someone who's old enough to be their dad, and I agree, that's creepy.
That's all she can remember about Phenomena.
I like the bug scene where she summons all the bugs and they, get rid of all the bad people. It was very well done from what I remember. But yeah. So I watched a few. I can't think of the movie person's name.
Oh, Dario
Argento movies, and I like them. I like Dario Argento movies.
Let's see here.
Catching up, we got some dialogue here.
So Iron Rooster says, starting to get bad weather, so I may have to leave, guys. Great show, though. See you guys. There's an actual tornado warning near me. Gosh darn it.
Oh, Iron Rooster, be safe. Thank you for joining the show.
Yeah, we might be ending soon anyway, so.
See, that's another reason my mom moved us out of Mississippi. Those darn tornadoes, they like to tear through it. So be safe. Hope to see you next show. And then Austin
says, I'm not sure which cut of Halloween 6 I like better. Yeah, I reviewed the producer's cut, and I probably still like theatrical better personally. And then Austin says Phenomena is a classic. Yeah, aka Creepers, and it was known as Creepers in the U.S.
I'd have to almost watch it again, but I did like Phenomena. Oh, Iron Rooster says, thanks for the show. Well, you be safe, Iron Rooster. Thank you for joining us.
He says, see you guys. Thanks for the show. Yeah, we'll probably be, I think he's gone. We'll probably be ending. Well, see, I'm OCD, so I got to end on 15-minute increments. So we can go until an hour and 30 minutes. So that's like 8 more minutes.
8 more minutes, okay.
Here you go. Austin says Deep Red is a good one too. Now, unfortunately, I did show Beth that recently, but unfortunately, I've only got the full length, like 2-hour version, and I'm of the opinion that that's, I don't know, like 30 minutes longer than it needs to be. I kind of like the U.S. cut of Deep Red. That's the one with the the dummy that walks into the room.
Oh yeah, okay.
And yeah, that.
We should have made a toy out of that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could have showed her the U.S. version, but I've only got the extended one on DVD, Anchor Bay. Oh, wow. Austin says, I haven't seen the U.S. cut yet. Yeah, that's the first version I saw of it on tape in the 90s.
It just was a half an hour more of dialogue.
I think the U.S. cut is actually a nice streamlined version, personally.
Oh, we watched the European cut of that.
That's
US
the only
cut.
one I got, the full-length European version. Yeah, he says the Arrow Blu-ray has the U.S. cut too. Yep. Check that one out. I think it's nice and streamlined and stuff, but it's possible that if you've seen the extended one first, then it's going to seem like all kinds of stuff he likes cut out. So maybe once you go extended, you can't go back with Deep Red, if you know what I mean.
Maybe.
So Austin, we'll probably be just ending it in about 6 minutes, just because, well, I think Beth's had it for tonight, which is fine.
I'm a little sleepy. Hour and a half is enough for tonight.
Yeah. Austin says, what's the major difference in the U.S. cut? Well, a lot of stuff that they could really just do without that's in the 2-hour version is just gone. Just extra bits of dialogue, this and that. The thing at the very beginning where he's, doing the little bit of directing the band, and I mean, just this and that. It's funny how just cutting this and that away, they can end up getting rid of 30 minutes of the movie. But I kind of agree with pretty much all of the cuts that they did.
We know the cuts because it becomes
on the version I've got,
it stays Italian
because they never recorded English dub version for the Italian version. It always cuts to Italian language and subtitles in the non-US footage. So
I guess he agrees with us and says okay.
Well, he doesn't agree. He's just saying, "Oh, okay." Austin says, "I want to see the Creepers cut of Phenomena, but it's hard to get." Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty much this. I don't know if there's anything even different in it. It's just a different title, but don't quote me on that. I don't think there's really necessarily any extra footage or anything shifted around. I think it's simply just Phenomena with the title Creepers, but don't quote me on it, as Beth is. All right, guys, like 3.5 minutes left. Well, thanks. Austin's probably the only one that's still here. Thank you for showing up to this impromptu. I think Austin's basically online 24/7, but that's okay.
We love Austin. LUV. Maybe LOVE. We don't know yet.
Okay. Oh, okay. Austin says the Creepers cut was actually shorter. So, okay, well, learn something every day.
Knowledge to me. As he slaps himself. Thanks. Are you laughing at me or laughing at what Austin said?
I don't know.
Good answer.
I'm so out of it right now. 90 minutes of read and check and fry your brain, huh?
I guess it was about 90 minutes.
Well,
yeah.
It will be when we end it.
Oh.
And Austin says, not 24/7, but on here and there, laugh out loud. Okay, well.
Well, we're glad that you're catching the shows. Even though I don't really do a lot of them, I might do more in the future.
We'll see. Maybe not in nice weather, but if it's a rainy, gloomy day here, so.
Well, in the evening, yeah. We'll see what happens.
But in the evening, people don't show up.
Yeah, that's true. Might have to do an afternoon show on a Saturday, see who's all there.
It's possible.
It's possible.
A crappy, rainy, crappy weather Saturday. All right, about T-minus 3 minutes, if my math is correct.
Just about. But, yeah. I know a lot of the new generation people are on the computers a lot, so nothing against it. Just a lifestyle, I guess. So, but I do appreciate you showing up, Austin. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the future listeners as well. Thank you for listening in advance. So I guess I'm kind of running out of things to say.
That's okay.
As he laughs at me.
I'm laughing into the air.
He's laughing with the future listeners that are hopefully going to listen to this.
They will.
Didn't get any hitchhikers, though. That's okay.
Not one single hitchhiker today.
That's okay. Don't feel pressure, Austin. We don't need any hitchhikers. We'll get them later. If you don't like us, you don't like us. It's okay.
2 minutes and counting.
Was that your Southern?
Yeah, because they do like the rocket launches in, Houston. T-minus 2 minutes and counting.
Yeah, you're much better at German. Stick to your Arnold impersonation.
T-minus 2 minutes and counting.
See, that's so much better. Austin says, plan on buying Blu-rays next week?
No, probably not.
Last question, LOL. Oh, was that your last question, or do you have one more?
Was that the last one, or you got one last one coming up? He asked if I plan on buying Blu-rays next week. Probably not.
Yeah, you used to go to half price a lot.
Every week.
Yeah.
But now they expect you to suffocate yourself to shop there so they can get fucked. All right, folks. 1 minute and counting.
Yep, that was the last one. I'm out of gas.
Oh, so are we, Austin. Finally, where usually he wants to keep going, but this
Yeah.
is a first. It's like a simultaneous. I won't say it.
Simultaneous combustion.
Simultaneous orgasm. I was going to say we're
Oh,
all out of gas at the same time. That's very cool. All
good
right.
night, Austin. Thank you. Have a beautiful evening.
All right. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, that everyone was sick of the show by the time we were. That's a first.
Getting a little sleepy.
Beth's getting a little sleepy, so we'll plan to watch only 3 movies tonight instead of 4. But all right, everyone.
All right. Good night, Austin. Have a beautiful evening.
Thanks for joining.